This is Mark Summers, and I double dare you to listen to the 3CT podcast.
There's no way at the age of 50 that Mark is dancing. I'll say that right now.
I got 2 left feet.
His dancing days are over. They are over. Unless you have your walker.
Well, you know.
You're going to need it. Happy, I guess let's get on mic. Happy Thanksgiving week, gentlemen. We've made it. We're just a couple days away from the festivities. I hope you've taken if you get a frozen bird, I hope you've taken it out of the freezer to let it start thawing. Otherwise, you're going to be in some big trouble come Thursday.
Birds.
God damn it.
You can put it in a cold water bath. It'll be fine.
Give it a bath.
Give it a bath?
Yes.
He says.
Give it a bath.
Give it a bath. I heard Smokey's been in the Thanksgiving spirit.
Yes, I took a bath and tried to bring my toaster in with me. I'm so tearful.
Well, not only that, but you've given dozens of people the bird this week, I understand.
Oh.
The bird.
Oh, there. Great. Good for you, Mark.
That ruffled Big Jim's feathers.
Great. I'm glad for you, Mark.
A lot of tomfoolery.
That's 2 already. That's 2 in about 2 minutes.
Not even.
Yes.
In a minute. What, minute 5.
Minute.
Since
I have a question for the podcast.
Yes,
Go
Tim.
ahead, Tim.
Have we thought about possibly canceling 3 Count Thursday?
Every
telling
day.
telling Mark that it's canceled, and then just booting it back up again without
If we're gonna go to the trouble of lying to Mark about it, it's dead. I'm done.
I mean, to
Count
be
me
fair,
out.
Mark never shows up for 3 Count Thursday, even when he's not working. So the Thursday part doesn't matter.
Are you serious?
It's the Tuesday part that he shows up for. Yeah, Mark,
Tuesday.
you were at a store, not the store you work in, on Thursday, and we never heard a peep out of you.
Didn't hear a word.
Didn't hear a word. He didn't say another word.
That's when Tim's brother stepped in and said he won't say another word. Stop that. Stop that. Heel. Get somebody out here, Big Jim.
Yeah, that's you. You're a heel.
You're a heel.
Get somebody out here.
All right.
It's getting wild. No, I was at my store, and why it took 45 minutes for that picture to send.
Is it a fallout shelter?
All of E-Town's internet's down.
Is that the only way people show up to your place of employment?
You had record attendance this week, right, Mark? There were 3 customers.
We had 3 customers. Were very tickled pink. The Christmas tree lighting took place Thursday, and that took a lot of electricity away from the store, Jimmy.
Mark was also trying to bully people into giving him money under the guise of a donation of coats or something.
Yeah, it's a nice new Little Debbie sign you have behind you there, Mark.
Real nice.
Real
I didn't
nice.
say they're going to be new coats.
Jeez.
I said a coat.
All right, so we left off last week with some random questions. Rapid fire.
What are we even doing this show? Do you have anything
Yeah.
planned, Jim?
You didn't get the run sheet.
Never do.
Shut up, Mark.
It's a day that ends in Y.
So we had the rapid fire questions. I still got the rest of those. We ended after the cups of coffee. I know Matt answered that one.
That was a good one.
So we'll go Tim, Mark, Ryan, Matt. We'll go in that direction. So Tim, we'll start with you. What's your ideal outside temperature?
Ooh, 65.
All right, Mark. Have you ever slapped someone in the face?
Have I ever slapped someone in the face? Man. No, not that I can recall. I came close several times.
Okay. All right.
I have.
Ryan, favorite type of muffin?
Probably the tops.
Blueberry.
All right. Matt, giving presents or getting presents?
I'm more of a giver.
All right.
Tim, getting head or giving head?
Smokey's more of a giver.
Tim, from 1 to 10, how hot do you like your shower water?
11.
Okay. Mark,
I needed to melt all of the dirt off of me.
Amen.
Mark, do you like the smell of gasoline?
Yes, I wish I could eat it.
I'm sure you have.
What's stopping you, Mark?
Ryan, can you touch your toes without bending your knees?
Fuck no.
Can you see? Can you
Not
see your
since, not
toes?
since the 4th grade.
Can Smokey see his toes without
Could
bending
probably.
his knees?
Oh, come on, Mark. You don't have to do that.
Well, I'm right there with him.
Matt, do you know the definition of triskaidekaphobia?
I feel like I do.
Can you use it as a sentence?
I cannot.
Is it the fear of the number 13? Is that what it is?
I actually don't know. I don't know.
It is.
Okay. There you go. There it is. So
Yes, I do.
there you go. Have you ever tasted soap?
Yes.
If you were given an all expenses paid trip to Cleveland, would you take it?
Why not? Cleveland rocks.
There you go.
I could see Cleveland being a very marked.
Yeah. A town that literally the river caught fire. It seems very markish. Do you currently own any stuffed animals?
Yes.
What's the maximum number of spritzes of perfume before it's too much?
I mean, I don't wear cologne or perfume, so one
All right.
should do it.
All right. If the
Now, what if you're an Italian?
Gabagool.
One bottle.
If you ask for us,
One bottle.
I'm
If the toilet paper roll is really low but not completely out, do you replace it or leave it for someone else?
Replace it. I'm not a heathen.
What's your favorite carnival food?
oh, perfect question.
Perfect question for Mark.
probably I
Great
can't-
question.
Great question, Jim. Really great question. I'd say
Ryan, how's that gasoline taste?
So good.
I'd say a ham loaf sandwich with cheese.
All right. God, that's such a lame answer.
That's a good sandwich.
It's a
though.
great
That's a damn
sandwich,
good
but man,
sandwich.
there's so many better carnival food. Ryan, climb.
Funnel cake.
Deep fried Oreos, man. Like, what are we
Love
doing
it.
here?
Ryan, climb a mountain or
Damn
jump
loaf.
from a plane.
Jump from a plane. I got gravity on my side.
If you were really hungry, would you eat a bug?
Oh,
I would assume so. Yeah.
How long can you hold your breath for?
Not as long as I used to.
When people stand up for a standing ovation, are you usually one of the earlier people to stand up or the later people to stand up?
Not with those bum ass legs and feet.
well, I'd like to think I'm one of
That's
the
a never
early
stand.
Everyone's
Yeah.
standing and clapping, and Mark's just sitting in his chair going,
The poke and point.
ones. It's happened point to Bowser. I stand and I applaud for Bowser from Shanana every chance I get.
All right. What type of?
You believe?
Oh,
For
good
over
thing he
50
doesn't.
years.
Good thing he doesn't perform anymore. What type of milk do you put in your cereal?
2%.
Would you rather be besties with Beyonce or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Would you eat a day-old taquito from 7-Eleven?
Oh, this is my question. And the answer is yes.
All right. What's the
That
most?
shit's gonna be crunchy.
Oh hell yeah, it is. What's the most number of hours you've watched TV in a single day?
Oh gosh.
Holy cats. Oh, I'd probably have the television on. I don't know if
I was gonna say it just says the Game Show Network
Yeah.
running on a loop.
I hate when late night the black and white ones come on. I hate What's My Line. God, dog, I hate that show. What's My Line? Get out of here with your
The
line.
Super Box only gets one channel now?
Well, I'd only need two. TLC and the Game Show Network.
That
Game
is,
Show Network.
that is
23.
accurate.
No wonder your dog's shit on your floor.
Well,
The
he's
listener.
a good little boy. He's learning.
Do you have an answer, Mark?
I'd say 23.
23. Good God.
Gordon.
What sound does a
Crazy.
seal make?
What was the question?
What sound does a seal make?
Click, 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 click.
I like that answer. Do you have any friends taller than 6'4"?
Yes.
If there's a spider in your house, do you kill it or set it free?
Kill that motherfucker with fire.
What's something you could eat for a week straight?
Pussy. What?
Yeah.
Sorry, not my question.
If Mark had said that,
I would have fucking died.
That would have been it.
I would have rescinded. I would have been like, you know what? 3 Count Thursday lives on forever.
We're back.
Forever.
We're so
No,
back.
I can't say that answer now because Tim already took it.
You can. We can strike my answer from the record.
It wasn't your question. It isn't on the record.
What about whoopie pies?
Oh,
all right,
and we're back off.
That's right up there with-
Is Jimmy Kimmel funny?
What he wants to be.
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
dark.
Would you go to a movie alone?
Yes, it's the best.
All right. If given the opportunity to fly into space, given today's technology, would you take it?
Is that for me?
That's you, Mark. You're after Tim.
I was waiting for Tim to answer. No.
That's
All
what
right.
I'm
say.
happy with my feet on the ground, Jim.
Mark doesn't trust modern medicine. You think he trusts modern technology?
That's the truth. Ryan, most embarrassing story you might be seen shopping at?
Victoria's Secrets.
I just go in there to sniff around. I'll say Forever 21.
All right. Would you rather come face to face with a miniature hippopotamus or a giant cockroach? Both of them are in a bad mood.
Miniature hippopotamus.
All right. When was
That's
the
Blue Dang, right?
yeah?
Yes.
Yeah,
When was the
Andrews.
last Tim? When was the last time you stayed up past 4 a.m?
Tuesday,
All right.
last week.
When you fly on a plane, do you wear a neck pillow?
No. You
right.
know why, Jim? Because I'm happy with my feet on the ground.
If Mark flew, though, he would absolutely be a
Oh,
neck pillow guy.
100%.
Yeah,
I
And
have
he's
a-
taking his shoes off, too.
without question.
He's also an eye mask guy.
I
He
might take my
absolutely
pants off.
is.
Yeah.
Are your parents or grandparents mildly rude?
They're dead.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
What's your favorite clothing brand?
I don't know that I have one that necessarily stands out.
All right. Are tomatoes a fruit or a vegetable?
Lacoste.
They're a fruit.
Do you think anyone considers you a hipster?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Jenny from the diner.
Hillbilly.
Oh,
Hillbilly.
Billy, I won't drink my coffee until it cools off. Coffee.
When eating a formal meal with multiple forks, do you start from the outside or the inside?
Smokey picks up
I
the
would
little
watch
ones.
everybody else and just do what they do to be safe.
It's outside, isn't it, or is it inside out?
Whatever everybody else
It's
does,
inside
Jim.
out.
I'm
Inside.
not going to fight
I have
you.
no. I have no idea. I couldn't
believe
tell you
it's
the.
inside out, but it's also done by sizing. You start with the smallest.
Which would
The
be like a
salad
salad
fork is the
fork,
Right.
smallest.
Yeah.
What's your favorite martial art?
Karate.
There you
I don't know.
L.A. or New York?
New York.
Oh, Jesus. Scale of 1 to 10. How good are you at trivia?
11. Bring it on.
No, you specifically, Mark, not the team
Oh.
that carries.
Yeah, not the people you pay to show up to Hulk Hoagies on Monday.
Those paid actors.
3.
If Tupac appeared before you right now, what's the first thing you'd ask him?
Who shot you?
Ryan?
That's a good question. Sure.
That was good. Great question.
Great question.
What's up, Tupac? And then I would ask him. Yeah, I guess I would ask him. I don't know. Did he do it?
I have a follow-up question.
Yes, Tim.
If Tupac showed up in front of you today, would you know
Today?
who it was?
Well, he'd be all bones today.
No, he went home. He's not dead.
Yeah, I would know. I would know who Tupac.
He's on Gullah Gullah Island right now.
I would know. I'm sure I would know Tupac. Hello, Mr. Pac, I would say.
Mr. Shakur.
Matt.
What if you asked him? You could ask him, Smokey, if he had any last requests, and he could say, "Yes, please give me the gun."
Matt, what temperature do you like your thermostat at?
68 year round.
Tim, do you own a bicycle?
No, but my wife does.
Mark, do you find handle?
Trying to have a bowel movement. What does that sound?
That was a dog.
Mark, do you find handlebar mustaches to be handsome?
No.
That's a surprise.
All right. What animal adds more joy to the world? Squirrels or llamas?
Squirrels.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you enjoy garlic?
I'd give it a 7.
If you could push a button and make everyone in the world 7% happier, but it would also place a worldwide ban on all hairstyling products, would you push it?
Yes.
If there was a hair in your soup at a restaurant, would you return it?
Yes, but I probably eat most of the soup first.
I like the awareness.
Yeah. What's the most boring thing ever?
This podcast.
And Matt, what's your middle name, if you care to answer?
Thomas.
Thomas.
There it is.
You could have
Matthew
given me 50 names, Matt, and I'd have never landed on Thomas. That is the first I've ever heard that.
Yeah, me neither. I would have never guessed Thomas.
This is my dad's name.
Oh,
Aw.
there we go. All right. So we made it through random questions. We didn't have to make Mark say anything offensive on this week. So, I mean,
Not yet.
I'm now curious as to what everybody's middle name is.
Also, Thomas.
that's weird. Also, Thomas.
No, it's not.
No.
Is it?
Scott.
Smokey Thomas.
Mine's is hyphenated. It's Thomas Scott.
Mine is Danger.
Oh my God.
Danger's my middle name, Tim.
Sure.
I hate that you have a pen to do this with.
I wanted the name
Well, he's
Alex.
sketching you right now.
Yeah, I am getting ready to
I
sketch
know.
Smokey. I'm waiting for the moment to strike me. I haven't been struck yet.
Ryan will strike you.
Smokey's going to strike
We'll all
me.
take turns.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Strike
Tell me the
me.
time and place, Mark.
Christmas snow's coming down on Smokey.
I know, Matt, you have a blind ranking. Ryan, you have a game. Who wants to go first?
You're the host.
Let's do blind ranking.
All right.
Oh, dogs never
In honor of the upcoming holiday, Thanksgiving, we are going to do a blind ranking of Thanksgiving side dishes.
All right.
Delicious.
All right. So starting off, we are going to put mashed potatoes on the table.
One being the best, five being
One being the
least
best, 5 being your least
Okay.
likely to reach for the serving spoon.
Can we ask quantifying questions?
Yes,
Are they homemade or are they instant?
they are homemade mashed potatoes
With the lumps?
with the lumps, with butter and gravy as an option to put on top of
Butter
it.
and gravy could come with.
Could come
Gravy.
You know, he's
Tim,
off,
is that a
he's off
question, or are
probation.
you just holding up 2 fingers?
I'm just holding up 2 fingers. This is my choice.
I am going to go 3, quite frankly.
I was
I think we
thinking
talk either way.
I was thinking 3. 2 or 3 would be fine with me. Certainly not 1.
There are 2 that I instantly, without thought, would put above them.
Yes.
So we can go 3.
Yeah. Let's lock in 3.
What did
All
you
right.
say,
Like
Mark?
two. I'd like two.
2.
Except
So
3.
there's 2 at 2 and 2 at 3. Are we sticking with 3?
I changed my answer to 3.
We'll lock at 3.
All right. Next on the table comes out the green bean casserole.
I fucking hate this. It
Me
is my
too.
least favorite side.
Seriously?
It is a 5.
See, this is
Yeah,
like 1 or
absolutely.
2 for me.
No, I'm at a 5 as well, Smokey.
Oh my god.
I'm at a 4.
Oh my god. What? Well, my answer is 2 or 1.
I think 4 is the best you're gonna get then, Jim.
I'll let you guys hash it. I mean,
I can't think of much worse
oh my god, I fucking love it
on a
so
Thanksgiving
much.
spread than this
I have
green
one
ass garbage.
I have one food that I know what I would put at my personal 5. It's not green bean casserole.
Oh, I know where you're going with 5. I'm
What the
fine
hell?
with 5.
No.
Let's
you,
go.
You would put mac and cheese at 5? I
Tim-
know
And
you
something
would.
else.
You would.
Tim hates mac and cheese.
And something else.
I'll let you guys decide 4 or 5. I can't make the call on that.
This is a 5 hill I'm willing to die on.
I'm putting it at 5 too.
Okay.
All right, 5 it is. Man, that
All right,
hurts.
The green
How can
bean
you like
casserole.
garbage food, Jim?
It's so good. What do you garbage
5.
food?
Love green bean
It's
casserole.
fucking
as well.
delicious.
I
Are you
wouldn't
kidding?
Put it at 1 or 2. I think it would probably be at 3 or 4 for me.
Nah.
All right, next we have the sweet potato casserole.
This comes with the marshmallows and
Comes
like
with
the
the
delicious brown
marshmallows
sugars.
and the delicious brown sugars.
This is a number 1 for me.
My mom puts apples in hers. You don't have to.
Apple.
Apples can be optional, but
Oh my god! Then you eat those apples? Absolutely. I've had them with apples. Delicious.
yeah.
This
With
is a solid.
apples.
This is 1.
1.
Man.
Mark, Jim.
Mark, Jim.
Apples.
I
with
mean, it would
apples.
be. It honestly would be my 4. But if everybody else is going 1,
I'm with you, Jimmy. I'm going to go with 4. I think there's something better out there.
I
Do we
can.
wanna
I
push
can.
it
I
to
can.
3
I
then?
can.
You already have
we've
3
used
off
3.
the board.
I'll put it at a
What did-
4.
oh, yeah, we
I
do.
was
I mean-
late to enjoy sweet potato casserole. For years, I did not eat it. It's within 5 years that I really started to enjoy it. I'm fine with
it's only within the last couple of years I've enjoyed sweet potatoes too. So I don't know if this.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, there's 2 items left, and we still have 1 and 2 on the board. So
I'm fine
saying.
with that. I'm
All
fine
right,
with
so
that.
sweet potato. That's at
I don't think
4.
Matt's going to do us too dirty.
4. I hope not.
All right, next we have the stuffing / filling, and it is made with Hodecker celery.
Oh, 1.
It's not.
Stuffing's my number 1 with a bullet.
I love stuffing too. I love all of these foods except the green bean casserole. I'm fine with putting this.
That
at
actually
1.
surprised me that you don't like green bean casserole.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised he doesn't like green beans. I just thought like the creamy soup and the crunchy onions would
Crunchy onions
put
it
him over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's the greens that do it.
That's fair.
I'm fine with this at 1. Me and Jim are at 1. Mark,
Yep,
Tim.
I'll take a 1.
Taking it 1.
All right, there's the 1.
All right, and then your number 2 locked in dish is the deviled eggs.
Yeah.
Smoky.
Fuck! That's fine.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, Tim. You're not a deviled egger, are you?
No, but he
I'm a
makes.
deviled egg maker.
Dude, that's what blows me away. Is your deviled eggs were so fucking good, but you don't eat them.
Yeah, Tim.
Everyone in
makes
my
deviled
family
eggs and
thought that I
hides things
poisoned it.
under them. Like he hides like pennies and shit underneath the egg yolk, which
Now-
is really cool.
Now, do you like eggs in general?
I do.
You just don't like deviled eggs.
Pickles. I don't like pickles.
I mean, you could make them
And
without
there's relish.
theoretically.
Without relish. Nah,
can
you don't
make it
have to
without
have
relish.
relish.
No, you can't make a deviled egg without.
I mean,
relish.
I
You
couldn't.
absolutely can.
No, that's not a deviled egg.
It 100% is.
No.
Do you when you make them, Brian? Do you put a relish in it?
Absolutely not. No.
Oh, see, I do. I
I
always.
prefer them without relish.
Yeah,
Actually,
I prefer it with, but I will eat them
So
either
you're just
way.
making like a whipped. You're making egg salad.
yeah. You're taking the yolk.
I mean, that's
You're
what-
making
with
an
like
egg
a
and mayonnaise.
salt, pepper, a little bit of mustard, very little bit of mustard. Whip that up.
No mustard.
Yeah, I'm piping it into the egg yolk. You want to fuck your mind? Make red beet eggs and then devil
No.
them.
Dash a little hot sauce in it.
A dash of hot sauce.
Well,
with
throw a
Bacon
dash
bits
of
in the
hot sauce.
bottom.
Yeah, see, I
My
don't eat any garbage in
stepdad did
mine.
that one year
I'll eat 'em.
at Christmas. He didn't tell anybody. He just put little bits of bacon underneath the yolks, and just watched as everybody discovered it. And it was such a magic moment. It really was.
If you want to have something absolutely delicious, go ahead and make like a small batch of chicken salad and tuna salad, and then hard-boiled egg, and just put the chicken salad in the egg boat.
Oh,
So
that actually probably would be
Nice
delicious.
little hors d'oeuvres. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Have you seen I've seen the trend on Instagram a bit where people will make like a buffalo chicken sandwich where instead of a bun they make little like sliders with deviled eggs as the bun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like all of that. I'm fine with all of that. But cool. We did good.
There's the Thanksgiving sides.
God, I love Thanksgiving.
For
Can't,
those listening along,
I just
our
can't wait.
rankings were stuffing at 1, deviled eggs 2, mashed potatoes at 3, sweet potato casserole at 4, and green bean casserole at 5.
Besides where green bean casserole fell, just because I love it a lot. The only thing I would actually maybe switch would be the 2 potato dishes. Because I think I've actually, like, for a meal like this, I think I actually probably prefer
A sweet potato
potatoes over regular mashed.
I would take sweet potato casserole over a regular.
Like,
mash.
I'm bummed. So, like, Wawa has the gobbler right now. And, like, a couple of years ago, they had sweet potatoes in it. You had the option of sweet potatoes or mashed potatoes. They don't do sweet potatoes anymore. And it bums me out because I thought it was better with the sweet potatoes than the mashed potatoes.
I can eat mashed potatoes for like multiple. Like you go to the diner and get like chicken croquettes.
Oh,
that
yeah.
comes over mashed potatoes. Like, but a sweet potato casserole is like a holiday dish for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think I enjoy that so much. And again, I've just never gotten into. I don't mind green beans actually. I like green beans. The green bean casserole, it just doesn't. I don't know why it never landed.
Is it because
for
they're
me.
like mushy because of the soup?
I think
You're not a soupman.
I'm not a big soup man.
He's not a soupman.
Maybe that's what it is.
I'm not a soup man, but I love onion straws.
Right?
Obviously.
Obviously. I like when Miss Big Jim makes it because then I get to eat some of the leftover straws that
Extra
don't make it
onion
into the
straws.
dish.
Take the onion straws and put them on a hot dog, Jim.
Oh
Instead of
shit,
raw
I've never
onion.
done that. We actually for dinner last Thursday we'll take onion straws, crush them up, or like the French fried onions, crush them up, and we'll coat chicken with it, like chicken breast, and then bake it. Real good.
Yeah.
Real good.
Put some honey mustard on top.
Hell yeah. Real good. Real
I like a
good.
good honey mustard.
So good. You love that JR's mustard, don't you, Ryan?
Main event mustard.
Boy, did that shit clear me out so bad.
I used to get that for
What
pay-per-views, man.
doesn't?
And just
Poor smokes.
Ryan ate it the first time, and then like 20 minutes later, it's just like, oh.
I mean, it was like fucking Drano for me. What in the world?
Smokey in the men's room right there.
It was like it was just like a slightly spicy honey mustard. Like there was no rhyme or reason my body would have rejected
No.
it as hard as it did.
Yeah, dude, that shit was good. I don't think they don't make that anymore, do they?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they do.
Really?
They do, Tim
I
says.
need to.
You can still
Main
get
event mustard?
man event
Absolutely.
mustard.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Yeah, on
go
JR's website. Fuck.
Her.
The Chipotle ketchup is still available.
I love the Chipotle ketchup. Real good. All right, Ryan, you have a game. Want to bring us?
Oh well,
your
yeah.
game?
I thought there was nothing better to do than celebrate the week of Thanksgiving than playing a rousing game of Who Died First, where I give you two names and you guys decide. We can play it. Somebody else can keep track of the points because I don't give a shit too. Tell me who died first. Question number 1: Walt Disney or JFK? Doesn't have to be unanimous. You guys can decide.
Oh,
JFK.
Do we shout out our answers or
Walt
given?
Disney or JFK? I don't give a shit.
JFK died first.
yeah, it was JFK.
Yeah, JFK.
Yeah.
Disney was alive into the 70s.
No,
JFK
Disney died
died
in the
in-
60s too.
JFK
But-
died in 1963. Walt Disney was 1966. Everybody gets a point.
Except for Mark, because he said Disney lived in the 70s.
Well,
I made a mistake.
1/2 deduction.
Ding.
Sonny Bono or Princess Diana?
Oh,
Princess Diana.
Princess Diana.
Yeah, Princess died first.
let me think here. I think it was Sunny.
You would be wrong, Mark. Princess Diana died in
Oh!
97. Sonny Bono died 1 year later in 1998.
Thanks,
I didn't know it
Sonny.
was that close. Actually, I thought
Very
it was.
close.
I didn't think it was
It was
that
a
close.
few
You
years.
guys were very confident.
It was, yeah.
John Denver or Frank Sinatra?
That John Denver's full of shit.
John Denver.
Who died first?
Sinatra.
John Denver.
John Denver.
Denver. Oh.
John Denver died in 1997, and Frank Sinatra passed away in 1998.
I
Yes,
think
everybody
that was
gets the
that close
point.
either.
But Jim, yeah, I tried here. What about Gene Autry? Got that fucking dog up where it's next. What about?
All right, Jim.
I'm gonna call my friend Jim to stomp on that dog. What? Gene Autry or Dean Martin? Who died first? Gene Autry, Dean Martin.
I feel like it was
Wow.
I feel like it was Dean.
I feel like,
I
it,
feel
was
like it was Dean.
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 Well, these all sound the same. It was Dean Martin. He died in 95. Gene Autry died 3 years later in 98.
Oh.
Who do you think died first? Mr. Rogers or Don Knotts? It's a tough
Don
one.
Knotts.
It's a tough one. Mr. Rogers,
It
Don
was the naughty one.
Knotts.
I'm going to say Don Knotts.
I'm gonna say Fred Rogers.
I'm gonna say Mr. Rogers.
Those are great answers. And I'm checking my answer itself real quick. It was Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers died in 03.
So that was Matt and
Crazy to
Tim,
think.
right?
But
Yes.
I don't remember. Don Knotts was 3 years later in 2006. Mark, who died first? Amy Winehouse or Whitney Houston?
Whitney Houston, without question.
I think it was Amy Winehouse.
I want to say it was too for some reason.
It is Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, Amy Winehouse.
It is Amy Winehouse. She died in 2011. Whitney Houston
What?
was 1 year later in 2012.
I made a mistake.
Crack is whack. Crack is cheap.
That is true. Who died first, Dick Clark or Andy Griffith?
Andy Griffith.
That was Dick Clark. Remember when they used to prop him up to do the countdown?
Oh, that was so
I
sad.
want to say it was Andy Griffith.
I'm going to say Andy Griffith.
This is the closest one. Dick Clark died 3 months before Andy Griffith died
Shit.
Wow.
in 2012.
So, Mark, you had that one, right?
Everyone else is years, but this is the closest one.
Darn close.
Heath Ledger or Eddie Guerrero?
Oh, man. Let's talk about it.
Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, I think it was Eddie, because that Batman movie out there.
Yeah, because Dark Knight came out in like 08.
That's correct. Well, that's correct. Yeah, Eddie Guerrero was 05. Heath Ledger passed away in 08. Roy Rogers, friend of Mr. Rogers, Roy Rogers, or Miles Davis?
If peeing your pants is cool,
Consider me Miles Davis.
Miles Davis. Miles Davis died first.
That was Miles Davis.
Yeah, Miles.
Yeah, Miles Davis died 7 years before Roy Rogers did.
Miles before.
Miles before.
Jesus, Mark over here.
The only thing worse than being in
Long Drag Race
Cleveland
Long
is
Island.
being in Cleveland when it's fucking snowing.
It looked like Mark was drinking a 40.
Yeah, he's got a handle.
That's how you know that's going to be the sign when we're in a whole world of trouble, when you actually see Mark drinking.
starts drinking.
Swigging
When
a
he puts
40.
his thumb, he's got his thumb in a jug, drinking it backwards, like a fucking pro.
Tap me out. I'm done at that point.
Little brown jug, don't I love thee?
What the hell?
What in the hell just happened?
We talked about this fellow earlier, Tupac or Chris Farley.
Tupac.
Farley.
Tupac died a year before Chris Farley. Tupac 1996, Chris Farley 97.
Oh.
Matthew Perry or Kirstie Alley?
Kirstie
Matthew
Alley.
Perry.
I think it was Kirstie Alley.
Kirstie Alley.
Wait. Matthew Perry just died. It's Kirstie Alley. Kirstie Alley.
It is Kirstie, correct? Just
Kirstie.
Kirstie.
I'm not going crazy, right? Because everybody else said Kirstie,
Kirstie.
and I wrote Kirstie. Just wanted
It's
to make
Kirstie
sure.
Brinkley.
It is Kirstie Alley. She died in 2022.
Great
with,
question.
with
Kirstie.
Matt Perry in 2023. Kenny Rogers or Johnny Cash? Some country music here.
Ooh.
Oh, but,
Kenny Rogers or
Johnny.
Johnny Cash?
I think Johnny went first.
I think Johnny went first as well.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Kenny was a gambler.
was.
Yeah, Johnny died in 2003. Kenny Rogers died 4 years ago in 2020.
Jesus.
So it wasn't close at all.
That was not close at all. John Madden or Kobe Bryant?
John Madden.
Madden.
Madden. No?
Eh,
Yeah.
Wait.
Kobe died.
Kobe died during the pandemic, right?
Kobe died in 2020.
Royal Rumble Day
January
2020.
of 2020.
Right before the pandemic. Yeah.
Madden. Yeah, Madden was later that year,
Later,
I think.
yeah. So Kobe.
Kobe.
Everybody auto-corrected to Kobe Bryant. Kobe died in 2020. John Madden was 2021.
Okay.
So, yeah, good job. So this one was close, too, actually. I lied. This is the closest one I have on the list. John McCain or George H.W. Bush?
HW.
McCain.
Alios.
Megan McCain's boobs.
Oh, good. George H.W.
I'm gonna go John McCain.
McCain died in August of 2018, and Bush was in November of 2018. So McCain is the
Okay.
correct
So
answer.
that was me and Tim.
I
Yep.
said McCain.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart or Jimmy Snuka?
Neidhart.
Or
Yeah, Neidhart.
Was that a Tim? Yes.
To me, Jimmy Snuka died a few years before he actually died.
His actual death date.
Yeah, I know. When did he kill himself to get off of going to jail?
Did that happen?
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna go with the sheep. I'm gonna go Neidhart.
Everybody's wrong. We stumped you all on this one. It was Snuka in 2017, Jim the Anvil Neidhart in 2018.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. Meatloaf, everybody's favorite Battle to Hell singer, or Bob Barker?
Bob Barker.
Loaf.
Bob Barker.
Loaf.
It was Bob Barker. He got as
Meatloaf.
close to 100 without going over as he could. Because
He
died.
did, and that was just recently. Meatloaf passed away a little bit before that.
It
Bob
was
Barker?
only a little bit before that. 2022 for Meatloaf. August of 2023 for Bob Barker. So Meatloaf is the correct answer.
Bob Barker.
Dwight Eisenhower or Richard Nixon?
Oh, it was Eisenhower, without question.
It was Eisenhower.
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 Yeah, Mark would know this because he remembers it. Yeah, Eisenhower
voted
died
for him.
like
Okay, 'cause Mark
25
voted
years.
for
I voted for
Eisenhower.
Eisenhower.
Mark
Yeah.
was a pallbearer.
that was
Yeah.
that was a gimme.
Oh, yes. Dave.
Owen
I
Hart,
was a pallbearer.
rest his soul. Owen,
Dwight Eisenhower.
right.
We walked down Pennsylvania Avenue.
I said a pallbearer, not the pallbearer, you son of a bitch.
Dwight Eisenhower. Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
It wasn't awesome. It was sad.
Good God.
Oh,
Owen Hart, or Haystacks Calhoun?
Oh my god.
It was Owen Hart. Haystacks was still kicking for a while.
It was
Big old-
Haystacks. Cow.
The big old stacks.
It was definitely Stacks died first.
Oh no, I don't think so. I think
Haystacks
it was
Calhoun or Owen Hart?
I hate this question.
No.
It was the big
I know,
stack.
you wanted to be there for both of them.
I'm gonna
No,
go.
I
I'm gonna
wanted to be
go.
there for one of them.
I'm gonna go Owen.
What went first? The
There is
stack
no
total.
way it is Owen Hart.
Yes,
Tim?
it is. Stack total on that. I'm telling you.
It's got to be Haystacks, right?
It's Haystacks.
Haystacks died in 1989.
Thank you.
Owen Hart died in 1999.
So Mark and I were
Very
close.
tragically.
The big stacks.
Yes, the big stacks. Final one here: Richard Pryor or George Carlin.
Pryor.
Yeah, Pryor died prior to
Yeah, Richard Pryor died
Yeah,
in
Pryor in
the early
05.
2000s. Yeah.
Richard Simmons.
05, George Carlin in 08.
Ryan, could you name me 3 Richard Pryor movies?
Oh my
Hootie
god.
Tang.
Oh my god.
I can't. I don't think I've ever seen a Richard Pryor film. Jim, were
You
you
put me
keeping
on the
score?
spot? No, I don't think I can
Do we
either.
have a tie?
No ties. Tim finished with 17. Matt 16. I had 13, and Mark had 10.5.
That's about right. I did have a tiebreaker.
Was
in
Richard
case we
Pryor
needed
in
it.
Trading Places?
That was Eddie Murphy,
Or was that
right?
Eddie Murphy?
Freddie Murphy is in Trading Places for sure. I didn't know if Richard Pryor had like a cameo.
What's the Richard Pryor movie I'm thinking about
Brewster's
that's kind of like
Millions.
Trading Places?
Brewster's Millions.
Thank you.
Tim, you've never seen that. Don't act like you have.
No, but I knew that he was in a movie like that where he
Oh.
traded places with a white guy.
Mark, just for shits and giggles, my bonus, I'm curious your answer here. Napoleon Bonaparte, the Emperor of France, or William Shakespeare?
I think it was Shakespeare.
You think? Do you have a guess of when William Shakespeare would have died?
1620.
I'm sorry, what?
1620.
Jesus Christ. Mark is 4 years off.
Oh
Shakespeare
my
died in
god.
1616.
Wow.
How the fuck would you have known that?
That's stupid.
I'm a smart fella.
When did Napoleon Bonaparte die?
Bonaparte died. He would have been 1648.
Okay, so it was just a dumb lucky guess. Yeah, Bonaparte died in 1821.
Over 50 years after the death.
Can you believe? For over 50 years.
So, when you guys watch a football game when it snows, do you love or hate that they superimpose the yard lines in a darker color so you can still see them?
Is it snowing
Love it.
now? I turned it off.
It was a snowy mess in the third quarter.
Oh my. Well, let me turn it on real quick.
Yeah.
Mark, who do you think was playing last Thursday?
Last Thursday, I already know. I'm a big fan of the football.
The Kansas Lions.
It was Kansas Lions and the Memphis Maniacs. They played in Cleveland and Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, he says. You got it right.
Cleveland and Pittsburgh. I know my footballs.
So, in honor of the week, for Thanksgiving, I went to our old pal ChatGPT, and I tasked ChatGPT with giving us 25 Thanksgiving true or false questions. So you guys can answer them individually. If anybody wants to keep score, you can. If you want to answer as a group, you can. I'll leave that up to you guys.
Let's do it like we did with the other questions where you go in a row and like
Oh, that's a good one. All right, so we'll go Ryan, Matt, Tim, Mark. We'll start Ryan here next to me. The first Thanksgiving took place in 1621 between the Pilgrims and the native Wampanoag people. I don't know how to say that word.
Can you pronounce that again? I wasn't listening.
I'm not. You got it one time.
I don't think you pronounced it right.
I know I didn't, and I apologize.
I just want to make sure we're saying it right, though, to honor those people.
So
Jim. One more time
well,
for everybody.
the important part is the year.
No, that might not be the important part, Jim.
I think
That
it
was right
is.
before Shakespeare passed away.
That's right. So in 1621, the first Thanksgiving took place.
Between who?
Yes.
True.
It is true.
Huh.
You were correct. Matt, the Pilgrims ate mashed potatoes at the first Thanksgiving.
True.
False. False. Mashed potatoes were introduced later in American cuisine. I actually have never read these questions. So, Thanksgiving, Tim, was declared a national holiday by President Abraham Lincoln in 1863.
Sure. True.
That is true. That is true. Mark, Benjamin Franklin, who was a schoolmate of yours, wanted the turkey to be a national bird of the United States.
That's factual. Yes, that is true. He absolutely did.
That is true. That is true.
Turkey.
Honestly, that seems fitting today.
Yeah, seems about right. All right, Ryan. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade started in 1920.
That's false.
That is false. Do you have a guess on what year it started?
1922.
Close, actually. 1924. 1924. Matt, the average weight of a turkey sold for Thanksgiving is about 20 pounds.
I would say false.
That is true, actually. An average of 20 pounds, which is scary because there are small birds out there. Wonder what the biggest turkey.
Spooky has a small bird, I heard. A parakeet. Don't you have a parakeet?
You know what? It's nothing to show off, Mark, but it does the trick.
Pretty boy.
You like to pull it out and pet it every now and again, though, right?
My boss listens to this goddamn podcast. Stop talking like that.
What is a parakeet, Ryan?
Is your boss know you have a parakeet? Pretty boy. He's blue.
She doesn't. She doesn't.
Big Jim.
She does now.
Yes, Tim.
The world record for the heaviest dressed turkey has been unmatched since 1989. A gobbling gentleman named Tyson weighed in at a whopping 86 pounds.
God.
Dang.
Can you imagine how long that would take to thaw out?
Good Lord.
How long would that take to fry?
Fat. Man, that's awesome, though. Good for that bird.
Awesome.
Where are we at? Tim, the first Thanksgiving was a feast that lasted for 3 days.
False.
True.
All
it was
that
like
food.
WrestleMania back then. I remember.
There's no refrigeration, and you're just going to leave all that food out for 3 days? Fuck you. That's why they all got pestilence and died.
Well, they had a dance party, too.
Jesus.
And they had to do
Is that
the dishes
before or
on
after
Thursday
they
night.
did dishes?
That was after they did the dishes.
That's true. Mark, cranberries were part of the first Thanksgiving feast.
Yes, cranberries were native to the lands.
False. Cranberries were not part of the original Thanksgiving meal, although Native Americans would eat them.
I was upset about the cranberries.
Well, don't get the answers wrong. He won't have to
Is
be
that
upset.
Poe barking? Not Indy?
He's muted himself.
He's
that
upset.
was definitely Poe. I saw Jim pick up his
Stop that!
Poe dog. Started
Stop
stabbing it.
that! I've still never met little Poe. Freaking Mark
Stop
never doesn't invite me over. Ryan, the traditional Ryan, the traditional Thanksgiving football game started in the early 20th century.
False.
That is true.
That's what I meant.
That is true. Matt, pumpkin pie was definitely served at the first Thanksgiving.
False.
That is false.
Pink cake pie.
Pumpkin pie
I was gonna say, don't we have like 13 different?
We
sounders
do. We
for the
do.
word?
Pink pie.
Pumpkin pie, as we know it, was not part of the first
pancake pie?
Thanksgiving meal, though pumpkins were used.
Pancake pie.
No, not the pancake.
No,
Pancake. Pancake pie.
Shut your ass, bro.
Fix your lips, bro.
Fix your ass, bro.
Fix your ass, bro.
Pancake pie, man. Oh my God, I don't know to talk anymore. It's
What was
because
the
of
one
you,
right before this?
asshole.
What's that?
What was the one right before this?
Pancake pie, man.
Pumpkin
Take your
pie.
time, man.
I think it's pumpkin pie, man.
Oh, I thought you said
pie,
take
man.
your
Pancake
time,
pie,
man.
man.
And I was
How
like,
many
well, that
times I have
was
to get
intimidating.
the number of the pancake pie? I want pancake pie.
I mean, this one's actually just the Mark sound.
Oh my God, I don't know to talk anymore. It's because of you, asshole.
Yes.
All right, Tim.
You got them wire. What did you do over there, Mark?
He's barking at a picture of Ric Flair.
Did you replace their water with Prime Energy? What the fuck is going on?
Woo! He's barking at a picture of
God, no wonder neighbor Ben ran that car into a park building.
today.
Yeah,
That
probably.
was last week.
Tim, true or false? Thanksgiving always falls on the fourth Thursday in November.
It does now, but it probably didn't back in the day. False.
True.
It does
Suck my ass, bro.
Fix your ass, bro.
The first Thanksgiving was held in Plymouth, Massachusetts, Mark.
Beautiful this time of year, first of all, Jimmy. And yes, it was held right there in historic, beautiful downtown Massachusetts.
Now, Mark, since you would remember, was there a chill in the air that day, or was it warm?
It was a little nippy. It was a little brisk. Just before this global warming came in.
Ryan, the first or the U.S. president traditionally pardons a turkey every year before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true. Matt, Thanksgiving was originally a harvest celebration to thank God for a good year.
True.
That is true. That is true. Tim, the traditional Thanksgiving food of stuffing originated with the Pilgrims.
False.
That is false. Stuffing, as we know it, did not exist in its current form. The Pilgrims did stuff food, but it was different than we know it now. Mark, Thanksgiving...
Pilgrims called it dressing.
Mark, Thanksgiving
Not
Day...
dressing, Jim. Not dressing.
I fucking hate when it's actually funny.
Couldn't hear a dump truck drive through a nitroglycerin plant.
True or false, Thanksgiving is the busiest travel day of the year in the U.S.
That is 100% true.
That is true. That is true. Ryan, turkey is the most popular dish served on Thanksgiving.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That is also true. Matt, the term Black Friday refers to the day after Thanksgiving when stores have sales.
True.
That is true. Yeah, not a trick question. ChatGPT went real hard on that one. Tim, the average American eats about 10 pounds of food on Thanksgiving Day. The average American.
Booyakasha. Yes. Yes.
Wrong. That would be false. The average is closer to 4,500 calories, which is roughly 3 to 4 pounds, but not 10 pounds. I'm sure I eat more.
People.
I'm sure I eat more than that because I'm fat. But that is not
Dude,
the
10
average.
pounds of food is a
I'll say that's actually a lot.
of
I would
food.
be
A lot of food.
I would be shocked if I ate that
I
much.
consider it a challenge.
Challenge accepted.
Dude, I love you too much to try that.
No. Sign me up.
It doesn't matter anymore. Like, let's just.
When?
We
Today.
need to have at least a fucking pacemaker or something.
No.
Today.
Tim tries this.
Well,
No,
if you put
I will be the pace car. I will be the pacemaker.
You will meet
for
your
us.
maker if you do that.
No. I'm still young enough to survive.
You know,
Let's go.
Thanksgiving's like a whole day, though. I mean, like you could eat
10 pounds of food?
You cannot do that.
Well,
Yes,
Smokey,
I can. Yes, I
put that-
can.
All right, Tim, we're gonna need
In a
a
day?
weigh-in every time before you saddle up for a plate. You got a scale? We got.
No, I don't. But I could do it. I know I can do it.
All right. That was Tim's question. Mark, the turkey trot.
Push that dog down steps or something.
I'm gonna have to do something. I'm getting upset.
Mark, the turkey trot is a traditional Thanksgiving Day race.
That is correct. Yes.
That is correct. That's also what Mark does to the bathroom after he eats Thanksgiving dinner. The
Just
turkey,
me to make room for my 10 pounds of
the
food.
turkey trot.
Speaking of eating 10 pounds of food, if Smokey put some of that JR's main event mustard on it, he could have that food through him in 45 minutes. Her. It wouldn't be much of a challenge.
Might have found the loophole there.
There you go.
Her.
Just blow right through you. Ryan, true or false? The first Thanksgiving feast was entirely vegetarian.
Thanksgiving. That sounds false. This is America.
Yes, that is false. The feast
Yeah,
included
fish.
meat, including wildfowl, venison, and seafood. Matt, true or false? Thanksgiving is celebrated in Canada on the same day as the United States.
That is false.
That is false. In Canada, Thanksgiving is celebrated on the second Monday in October.
Stupid.
Which is Columbus Day here.
It is. It is.
It's
Tim.
Indigenous People Day here, hillbilly.
Yeah,
not
come
the Mark.
on, Mark.
Dang. I don't like celebrating a day that we stole from the Indians.
Native Americans.
Native
Remember
American
15 minutes
people.
ago when Jim was like, Mark didn't say
Well,
anything racist.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
lucky you didn't say engines.
Them redskins.
yet. Tim, the tradition of the Thanksgiving Day parade was started in New York City.
False.
It is true.
No, it isn't.
It
Does
is
Harrisburg still have their sad Thanksgiving Day parade?
probably.
I do believe so. If you want to get shot, go up there this year.
Jesus.
Oh God!
God, Mark. Actually, I mean, sadly, he's not that far off. They have canceled a lot of like events in Harrisburg City because of like shootings in the last couple of years, like
That's
some
pretty sad.
fireworks events and things. Mark, the Pilgrims celebrated Thanksgiving every year after the first feast in 1621.
How? They did not.
Jesus Christ. That is false. The Pilgrims did not celebrate Thanksgiving annually after the first one. And Ryan, sweet potatoes are often served on Thanksgiving, but they were not part of the first Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that sounds true.
That is true. That is true. There we
They
go.
didn't know what they were missing. That's because they didn't have marshmallows then.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Just eat the sweet potato? Like,
eat
come
a
on.
yam. Come on now.
Oh, get out of here.
Smokey's there yamming. He's upset.
Bruce's yams.
Smokey, didn't the girls used to call you little sweet potato in high school?
Never.
Sure did.
Fix your ass, bro.
There's my big sweet potato.
Never happened.
Give me some sugar, sweet potato.
You said high school, but it was middle school, Mark.
Why are you the way you are?
That was middle school. Old Smokey was known as little sweet potato. Well, they called him big sweet
Oh
potato.
my God, I don't know to talk anymore. It's because of you, asshole.
No, it's not. Stop that. Stop that right now. Boys! Stop that.
Why is the Mark's dogs bark all the fucking time? Oh, right.
So,
Now we know.
He sells to the camera. I'm ready to stuff my fucking face. I
Dude,
ain't
I'm
gonna
so
lie to
ready
you.
for
This
fucking
has gotten me
Thursday.
really ready for Thanksgiving.
I am so fucking ready for Thursday, man. I'm ready for it.
Pump.
Anybody
We're not podcasting, are we?
We are not. We have
live,
Matt.
right?
We have some pre-taped interviews, right?
We do. We have at least one. Valentina Vasquez, potentially Gabby Ortiz as well, but for sure one.
Okay.
But she's big time in us.
We'll get that. That'll go up on the YouTubes.
We'll go up on the tubes. Yeah.
All right, I'll go up on YouTube.
I have the audio too. If we want to.
Yeah, if you want to send that over, we'll make sure that gets up into the podcast feed as well. So that'll be on Thursday. Possibly one coming up on when because that's promoting the Bell to Bell. When is that show?
The Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Okay, so we'll get if we have both of them, we'll get them up there. Maybe we'll find time to get something up for next Tuesday. If not, take a Tuesday off. Sorry, Charlie. Enjoy your holiday.
Yeah.
Just get
Big
like
Max, the loyal Tuesday listener.
10-minute episode of us roasting Charlie.
Oh, that works.
Roasting. We can do that right after this one's done.
Anything else, boys, before we wrap it up here on Tuesday?
Well,
Man, I just hope everybody's safe this Thanksgiving and spend some. Mark, shut that goddamn dog up, or I will fucking go gym on it.
I don't know what's gotten into him. He used to be so nice to animals. Now he's barking at Ric Flair.
Well, stop showing him pictures of Ric Flair. Like, I feel like
That's
dogs
how I
like
would
know the
react.
character of humans, and like that is the correct thing to do to Ric Flair.
Correct.
He's upset.
Yeah, here I feel bad now. I didn't know he was barking at Ric Flair.
Yeah, like,
I have a picture of Ric Flair hanging here. And
well, take the picture down. Why do you have a
like
picture
to.
of Ric Flair hanging up?
well, I got a picture of Flair. It's,
Poe is what?
he's upset.
3 pounds, and he's like 5 inches tall. Why is it that low to the ground?
He's looking right up at him. He's looking right at
barking
him.
at that old bag Kim Lemon.
Wow, she's over there too.
Speaking of old bags from WGAL, Barbara Barr retiring.
Thank God.
Finally.
About time. Holy
Mark,
cow.
Barbara Barr's a loyal listener of our show.
She's a
I'm
sweet
sorry,
lady.
Barbara Barr. The old wet paper bag.
But Ed Weinstock still out fighting the mean streets of York, Pennsylvania.
He's going to get
Thank
shot.
God.
Good old Ed.
He's not careful in the streets of York.
It's not that bad in York anymore.
Come on, Mark. Don't need to be that.
We're not E-Town.
E-Town's rough. Why, on my way home last Thursday, I saw the Grinch walking downtown. I really did, too. The guy was dressed like the Grinch.
Nah, it's just because people in E-Town
Mark-
don't have
Mark
running
walked
water.
in front of a window and saw his reflection.
Yeah. He said, the Grinch. Now, speaking of Grinch, I put together a little drawing of Smokey.
Oh my God.
Now, Smokey's got... you can't see, there's
There's
the
3
female-
other guys you could draw fucking pictures of, and you always pick me. I'm sick of it.
Now, Poe's upset, too.
Yes. Will you tend to that dog?
Simmer, a heel, the scat, a shoe, down boy. I put a nice little picture of Smokey, and he's got a dilemma. He knows what she wants for Christmas, but he doesn't know how to wrap it. There's Smokey. He's upset. What do you think Smokey could be talking about? Dog's upset.
Go for the pin.
For the love of God, go for the pin.
My goodness. Hope everyone has a good, safe, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the food. Enjoy whoever you're going to spend the day with. And enjoy the time. Be safe.
Mark, when you go to break the wishbone, I hope you get the non-wish side.
You stop that right now.
And remember, when you make your stuffing or filling, do not use Hodecker celery.
If you want the family to be satisfied, you will use
Jim,
Hodecker
cut the
celery.
feed now. Cut it now, Jim. It ain't gonna get better.
Don't put it in a bird either. Make sure you don't
Stop
put it in a bird. Follow us. 3 Count Thursday, all social medias, YouTube, podcast platforms. Until next week when we are back live, We hope you stay safe, stay smart, and as always, go for the pin.
Too early to talk about other Christmas albums.
At least
We're
Mark
about
didn't.
6 months late talking about doing a Christmas album.
We can
Thank
pull it
God
off.
Mark didn't play one of those stupid songs this time.
Thank God. That's what I'm thankful for.